do it. Just do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it. Make your dreams come true. Just do it. Some people dream success. Well, you're going to wake up and work hard at it. Nothing is impossible. You should get to the point where anyone else would quit, and you're not going to stop there. No, what are you waiting for? Do it. Just do it. Yes, you can. Just do it. If you're tired of starting over, stop giving up. All right. Thanks, Shia. We're totally in the mindset now. We are going to be working on limb independence today, and I'm working out of a book. So this book that I'm using is called 50 Ways to Syncopation. And it's right here. I highly recommend this book. So 50 Ways to Syncopation is by Don Moyle, and it's got dog hairs on it. Minnie, why'd you do that? Okay, so you can actually find a link to this on my website. So jaredoleary.com/drum. If you scroll down to the lessons and tips section, so past all of the free content on here, and we go to the books I recommend, this is where you can find access to a bunch of different books that I recommend, and specifically this one. So a lot of these links are affiliate links to like Amazon or whatever, but this one is not. So this is just to Dom's website, and I've got the majority of his books because I just like genuinely enjoy his content that he creates. He's a phenomenal drummer, phenomenal educator, and yeah, his books are very helpful. So we're going to be working out of this one today with some limb independence charts on here. Good morning, and thank you for the like on the live. So on here, I've got some charts that are straight and swung variations. Now, there are play-alongs to this, but you won't actually hear it. I've got it muted because there's like a timing delay between the microphone and the desktop audio and whatnot. But I'm specifically going to be practicing limb independence. So I might play something like a Bayonne, and then the left hand will do something else. It'll actually read through the patterns and whatnot that you see on the screen. Now, I've been playing drums for over 25 years now, but I am not very good on the drum kit. So you're going to see how I practice and whatnot. But we're going to be starting with pattern number 19. And this one, I actually need to get something else out. Okay, so this one is a brush pattern. And so I'm going to do it using this pad. So this pad allows you to hear it a little bit better than these mesh heads, which are great for not annoying my neighbors or not waking up my wife or whatever. Cymbals are also great for that as well. These are the low volume. But you can't hear it super good, so apologies. And I can't hear it super good, so I'm going to have one of my headphones off. So for this pattern, what we're going to do is a Samba feet. While you read through the line on the right hand, and your left hand is going to fill in with some ghost notes. So specifically, ghost notes are low notes, and the right hand is going to play, etc. Okay, so that's what's happening here. And last time I did this, I did it at 160. It was a musical, and it was fun. So let's try this again. And I did make a note to myself that one headphone off helps. Okay, so we're going to go to the straight charts here. And 160, cool, sounds good. So every single one of these play-alongs, if you go into the description, you can jump to a specific BPM, and then it'll count you off. And again, you can hear it, but you won't hear it on here because of the timing delay. So I have it muted on your end. Okay, a one, a two, here we go. on the top of the line for each one of these charts. You can improvise, take a coffee break, whatever you need to. 1, 2, here we go. Alrighty. Doing okay so far. 3 more charts. A 1, a 2, here we go. My feet are a little inconsistent with the ostinato. All right, last chart. A 1, a 2, here we go. Yeah, we survived. All right, so let's mark this down. So 160. It wasn't very musical, but it was technically proficient for the most part. And yeah, I had fun with it. Cool. All right, so next up, what we're going to do is stretch and massage. So this is extremely important. Keep your hands nice. Can't speak. Nice and healthy, so that way you can drum for the rest of your life. So let's switch to this camera. All right, what you're going to do is take your sticks and hold them so that they're in your palm facing up. And let me move a little forward so you can see this better. And you pull it in, and you end up with palms kind of facing up diagonally and twisted. Okay, so this is a really good stretch. Highly recommend. 10 out of 10. And you just kind of hold it here. And then you go back out of it the way that you came into it, and that puts you back into your palms facing up. All right, so now if you do traditional, which is what I used to march, you rotate and you hold here, and then you rotate the other direction and you hold there. But I don't do that anymore, so I'm not going to do that. But hold it there for like 20, 30 seconds, whatever you need to do. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stretch the hands. So you could do this on the wall like I demonstrated a couple of days ago. You could also, and the lower you go, the deeper your stretch, so it gives you the deeper pull. And then for the drums, you could also do it here or like on a table or something, but I'm just going to go ahead and do it one at a time. So I'm stretching the underside by pulling back on the fingers. Don't put all your weight into this. Don't pull too hard. You want to do just enough to kind of get the hands nice and relaxed. for the like. I appreciate you. Now, the next hand we're going to do, again, we're just stretching the underside right now. It's extremely important to do this so you can have nice, healthy hands for the rest of your life. So you can drum forever. Because drum is fun. Why wouldn't you want to keep doing it? Now we're going to stretch the top side. So you could do one at a time like this. You could do this on the wall, but the higher you go, the deeper you stretch, and you put a little weight into it. Or you could even do this on your legs like this. So again, you just kind of push in so that it stretches the top side of the forearm. So I'll just go ahead and do this one so it goes twice as fast. And next up, we're going to stretch the fingers. So I'm doing thumb to thumb. It just makes it go twice as fast. You could do one at a time if you want to. If you want to take your time with it, savor the moment. And then here. Okay, so I'm seeing, so that was number 19 out of Dom's book, 50 Ways of Syncopation. So number 20 is swung cymbal, short notes on hi-hat with the foot, long on the bass drum, and snare fills in triplets. Oof. Okay. Stay tuned to watch me have myself while playing the drum kit. It's going to be a difficult one. The short and the long on the feet, that's fine. But to fill in with triplets, ghost notes on the snare, yikes. It's going to be difficult. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to massage. So actually, I should have moved the camera a little bit better. There we go. So we're going to massage with the thumb on top and then the fingers underneath. So we're just trying to loosen everything up. Try and get nice and relaxed. First, start with your warm-up. Make so that you get the blood flowing in your hands, whatever you're going to do. Could be reading charts, could be just playing stick control variations, whatever you want to do. And then, afterwards, do the stretch routine that I just demonstrated, or your own variation, whatever you need to do. And then massage, just to kind of further loosen things up. And then you can get into your actual practicing and whatnot. Do that every single day that you play, even on days off. Sometimes multiple times a day. Take care of your hands. Elevate them, like lay in bed at night reading a book or something, like holding it up in the air above your head, or while you're like sitting there watching TV or whatever, just to help the inflammation go down by letting the blood drain. And then another thing you can also do is ice. Just like look up recommendations on where to ice, like on the forearm as opposed to the elbow, etc. I forget where all the good places and the bad places are, but I don't have as many hand problems as I used to before I started doing a regular stretch and massage routine. Now what we're going to do is we're going to massage the thumb. It's going to get the palm, and then the fingers are going to massage the backside of the hand. Man, that like scope glare. It's two separate cameras. So this one is the Brio, the one that I'm pointing at, and then this one is, what's it called? I forget the name of it, but it's the 1080p. So that one's 4K, this one's 1080, and they are very different in terms of the color correction and whatnot that's in it. Started off with this one just because of Zoom meetings from working from home for 7 years straight. 6 years? I forget how long it was. And then got this one because I was like, oh, I need a better quality one for streaming. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to massage from the base to the tip of the fingers and do this at least 2 times, maybe 3 or 4, depending on like how the fingers are in terms of how tight they are. This is the last little massage routine that I'll do. And then we'll be back into playing. I love the biome pattern. It's such a fun one. Maybe I'll play that later. Okay. Oof, that's going to be difficult. Okay, so we'll see how this goes. This is gonna be a rough practice session today. But hey, that's the point. Play stuff you're not good at so you get it better. Okay, so the last time I did this, I did it at 80. It was meh, making progress. So again, what I'm doing is the long notes on the bass drum. Okay, that's fine. Short notes on the hi-hat. Okay, that's fine. While doing a swung cymbal on the ride. So that's fine. But then you're filling in ghost notes, triplets, with the snare drum. So if you've got just straight quarter notes, you'll hear something like this. Stuck on my water bottle. Stop that. There we go. Okay, that's fine, but again, you're reading it with the feet doing two different things. So this one's a bit rough. Let's see. Let's attempt it with, oops, went too far. This. So we're going to go to 80 beats a minute. Again, all these play alongs, you can just go into the timestamps and jump to a specific BPM. And then it'll count you off, and you'll be able to hear it on your end, but again, it's muted. All right. Ding, ding, ding. 1, 2, ready, and I'm testing this to see if I can actually play it right off the bat, or if I need to start with permutations, which I'm guessing I will need to. Ooh, that's gonna be rough. Yep. 1, 2, here we go. Yep. Well, we tried it. All right, so let's go back here. So on my website, above the charts are some great ways that you can work on practicing this. So we're going to do eighth notes, and we're going to slow this down to 75 and work our way up to 80. So in the timestamps here, it's just going through every permutation, every variation of an eighth note. So it starts with a single eighth, then 2, 3, and then all 4 eighths. Okay. Okay, we're gonna read through this with each one of the limbs. This was hard. Oh my. Okay, so let me do this. We're going to go a step further back from what I was just doing. And start. All right, so just turn on a metronome. So we're going to go same speed that I was just doing this at, and I'm just going to sit with each one of these until it feels comfortable. and then we'll actually go into reading it. So this is like the step before this in my, like how I recommend working on limb independence. So the ones are fine. Alright, let's try this again. So I'm on the twos section, and I'm on the second measure. Oh, man, that one's messing with my brain. Third measure. No, that's not the pattern I'm reading. Okay, 3 pattern. Try that again. Here we go. That was a hard one. Try it again. Okay, try the next measure. Oof, screwed up. Hey, thank you for the sub on YouTube. I appreciate it. 1, 2, let's try it again. Whew. 1, 2, that didn't go good. Whew. Try it again. 2, ready, and. Messing with my brain. Ready, go. Two, ready, again. My hi-hat sliding a little bit. got 16 pounds of weights and a microphone stand pushing up against it, and it's still sliding. Impressive. Okay, let's try this one again. 1, 2, here we go. Bing, ding, ding, ding. With the power of coffee, I could sort of do it. Ready again. All right, should I the next one? Okay, last one for the threes line. Ooh, perfect. 1, 2, let's try it again. Nope, that's not how it's written. Try it again. Whew. Okay, that's rough. That's brisk, baby. All right, metronome is off. Let's attempt to read through this again. 1, click faster. 2, ready, and ding, 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 ding. Again, short on the hi-hats, long on the bass drum, filling in snares. Oh, 1, 2, ready, and we're now at 77. Wow, too fast. Ready, go. Okay, couple more reps. Ready? And 1, 2, here we go. Oh, my brain is like, stop, please. No. No mercy. 1, 2, welcome to the grind, folks. I keep wanting to read it with the hand. Oh, that was rough. Yeah, so I keep wanting to read it on the snare part. That's not how you're supposed to do that, Jared. The left hand fills in. It is not the melody. The feet are the melody. This is more of a coordination thing than it is like something that you'd actually like sit down and do for like reading charts and whatnot. Maybe you do it for like a short solo or something, but you're not going to just sit there and play this one for an entire piece. Okay, so let's go down to here. Let's go down to timestamps and 80 beats a minute. Let's attempt this, folks. The drum module could not at all keep up with those diddles. Alright. If this doesn't go good, then what I'll do is sit and read through each line until it gets comfortable, and then play it again all the way through. We're going to attempt to read through these charts. Again, short notes are on the hi-hat, long notes are on the bass drum, and the snare drum fills in ghost note triplets. 2, here we go. can't see that because the mouse is forcing the title to stay up in the bottom part. There we go. Now I can actually read that last measure. Again, you can improvise here, whatever you want. Well, on this top line, that is. 1, 2, let's try it again. Hi-hat sliding in again. A 1, 2, a 1, 2, ayo. She's cute. Talking to my wife. We're talking about our dog. You know, this is going better than I thought it would. These charts are a little more open than like charts 1 through 5, but they feel good. Good enough. 1, 2, 1, 2, here we go. That one was trickier. A lot of the repeated 8th note variations that kind of messed me up on the hi-hat in particular. But we made it. Last chart. And then we're going to flip the pattern, which is going to mess with my brain. The long's going to be on the hi-hat, and the short's going to be on the bass drum. Stay tuned for that. 1, 2, here we go. Alright. We survived. Barely. Okay, so that was 80. How did it feel? It was kind of technically proficient on some of the charts, and then on other charts it was kind of meh. So we'll go with meh. But I felt like I was making progress throughout this. So I started... permutations. That's definitely how you spell permutations. Permutations. Okay. Success. Now we're going to mess with my brain, and we're going to flip it. So 20.1 is the exact same thing, except now you flip it. So let's do this. So we're back here. We're going to go to a different set of charts. Charts 1 through 5. And we're going to go back to 80 again. And we go here, and we go here. Clicky clack. Yakety yak. Okay, so again, this time when we do this, we're gonna do long notes on the hi-hat, short notes on the bass drum, and still filling in with the ghost notes on the snare, so triplets on the snare. So if it's going to be quarter notes, you're going to have... If there's short notes, then you'll have that, like on the upbeat. Okay, this will be weird. Especially because my brain was just trained to think the opposite of that. Challenge accepted. Van to retti und. One, two, ready, and. Okay, so it got a little wonky, but honestly, I thought it was going to sound way worse than that. And I thought it was going to mess with my brain more. But it's slow enough that I'm actually able to kind of, like, slap my brain down and go, no, not that limb, the other limb. Opposite. It's opposite day now. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and... I'm so used to playing the long on the bass drum that I just kind of, like, get into that mindset and go automatically transition over, like I did on that last line. Ew. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, aim. Alright, 2 more charts. I thought I was going to get through more than I was today, but, you know, these are a lot slower. So we'll resume with 21 on Monday is the next Limb Independence one. Tomorrow will be Technique. Good morning, Tristan. 2, ready, and... Thank you for the like. Alright, last chart. And then we're going to do Rebound to work on double bass a diddle specifically on the right foot. So a single foot, 2 notes, 2 strokes. So not double bass like you normally think of it. Anyways, I'm correcting myself. Du, re, ti, un. Ah! Whoo-wee! Now, by the way, this one, it says that you should do it with shups, which are long notes on the hi-hat. I didn't do that because my hi-hat has been slowly sliding throughout this stream, so I just didn't feel like chasing it the entire time. So it was making progress. It was meh. I didn't need to start off with permutations. That was good. Okay, so next time when I do this, I'm going to do right hand plays the line on ride, hi-hat on 2 and 4, snare fills in... Wait. Oh, okay, that's easy. We'll do that next time, though, because I have a hard cut today because I have a meeting after my Fortnite stream that's coming up. But we're going to do this one. So rebound with double strokes between the foot and the hand. Yes, that's right. So move that. Okay, so the last time I did this, I did it from 135 to 139, and it was meh, but it's pushing my limits. So let's try that again. So if we go back here, and we go down to rebound, into the timestamps, we go right to 135, and then it's going to count me off again. You can't hear this, the play along, but it's there, I promise. And you can find all this at the link at the top of the screen, jaredo'Leary.com/drum. Here we go. See why I'm practicing this. A little rough there. 1, 2, let's reverse it. And let's reverse it again, start with snare. Switch it again, start with bass drum. wasn't hearing the snare drum. Yeah, it's not picking up every one of the notes. That's weird. Last rep. Yeah, so I'm using a, good morning. I'm using drum triggers. So these are not picking up right here. And then there's some more. They're not picking up all the sounds because the mesh heads don't feel the same way that they do if they're actual, like, Mylar or whatever. So I'm not hearing all the snares. Yeah, so that exercise that I just worked through is a great way that you can work on, like, your diddles with your foot, so the double strokes. To eventually speed those up. Cool. So we did it from 135, and it was meh, but it was making progress. We went to 139, and it was meh. It got closer to being technically proficient, but it was making progress as well. Mesh heads and silence feel good to play with. They're a lot bouncier than normal heads. So there's a lot more upstroke with them. But if you can get, at least on the heads, and then the cymbals are a lot deader in terms of the rebound. So there's not as much rebound on here. So it's a good chop burner. The problem with these is, I just moved it to the other drum kit. The bead of the stick on the cymbals that are the low volume cymbals, they'll eventually shave off it. So it becomes like a steak, like a vampire steak. So that's kind of a problem with it. But the fact that, like, I can drum with my wife on the other side of the room or the other side of the house sleeping and, like, not disturb her and not disturb any of the neighbors around me, like, or above or below, it makes it a whole lot better because of that. So it's totally worth it. The EAD10 is kind of a cheap drum module. These are the drum triggers, and then the modules over here. You actually can't see it on Twitch. And it's okay. Like, I can't do a lot with it, so if I speed this up, it eventually gets to a point where you actually can't hear everything. And it's not because I can't play diddles or something, because, like, I can do threes, but I can't do them on here. It doesn't get every one of the notes. So I'm not impressed with that, but if I got a more expensive drum module, it might be better. It's just a good, like, cheap alternative to make, or a good option for making it so that you don't annoy everyone around you. But I got to call it here because I got a hard cut in a little bit. Hey, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. We'll be doing tomorrow some more drumming, specifically going to be working on my chops and technique and whatnot. So if you go up to /schedule, you can see when my next stream is, and that will show you what I'm working on. So I'm going to be doing Fortnite here in a little bit, and just doing some creative and whatnot, just kind of having some fun. But if you want to find the almost 2,000 hours of free drumming content, it's on my YouTube in the playlist under the drumming content, or here, jaredoleary.com/drum, and this will show you where all of these free resources are at. But, yeah, I'm going to be doing gaming here. I recommend the playlist on my YouTube because, again, I create a bunch of gaming, drumming, computer science, education stuff neatly organized on my website and also on YouTube on the home screen and the playlist tab. So check those out if you're interested in it. Cool. YouTube is frozen. But I'm going to tear this down and get ready for some Fortnite, so stay tuned for that. I appreciate everybody stopping by, and I will see you all later. Goodbye.